Ever wondered what it feels like to play a AAA title on a laptop that doesn't just play, but actually under the pressure of the latest games? Picture yourself in a heated esports match, every frame crisp, every reaction instantaneous, yet the machine never hitches or throttles. That's the promise of the ASUS ROG Strix G16. The gaming world's got a problem. Laptops that promise power often compromise on thermals or battery life, forcing gamers to choose between a blazing performance and a device that actually stays on the edge. High-end models keep their fans running at full tilt, or they're just too thin and will die under a heavy load. For the serious player, it's a trade-off you can't afford. ASUS has been listening. The Strix G16 is built to bridge that gap. An ultra-powerful processor, a next-gen GPU, a display that keeps up with every frame, and a chassis that actually stays cool. First impressions hit you on the look and feel. The Strix G16 is a 16-inch beast with a matte, brushed metal chassis that feels solid, no flimsy plastics. The side panel is a clean, thin line of aluminum, and the front sports ASUS's iconic ROG signature, giving it that unmistakable gamer flair. The keyboard layout is practical. The 10-key numpad is tucked away but still present, and the backlit keys are bright and evenly spaced, with per-key RGB that can be customized. The trackpad is responsive, and the touchpad size is generous enough for precision. The weight lands at roughly 2.1 kilograms, light for a 16-inch gaming machine, making it portable for a true laptop. Now let's dive into the heart of the machine. Under the hood is an Intel Core i7-1465 RTX, 16 cores, 24 threads, turbo up to 5.2 GHz. That means you're getting the raw CPU horsepower you'd expect from a desktop, but in a laptop form factor. Pair that with NVIDIA's RTX 5050, the latest Blackwell architecture GPU. It's not the flagship, but it sits in the sweet spot between performance and efficiency. The 8GB GDDR6 memory, paired with 32GB of DDR5 RAM, means you can run modern titles on high settings and still have room for streaming or multitasking. The 1TB SSD is NVMe, so load times are lightning fast, and the system is snappy even when swapping between applications. The 16-inch FHD Plus screen is a major selling point. At 1920 by 1080 plus, a 200-pixel bezel reduction, you get a 165 Hz refresh rate and a 3 milliseconds response time. The integrated ACR anti-glare film boosts contrast and color accuracy, while the 165 Hz refresh rate keeps you ahead of the competition in fast-action games. Whether you're a casual player or an esports competitor, the display's responsiveness and clarity are a standout. It's also 100% sRGB, which is perfect for creative work or just watching HDR content. Connectivity is future-ready. Wi-Fi 7 support means you'll get the fastest wireless speeds available, and Bluetooth 5.3 keeps your peripherals happy. The audio system is a refined 5CH speaker combo that, coupled with the built-in high-resolution microphone array, delivers clear in-game communication. The chassis uses an efficient cooling design, a dual fan system with large heat pipes, and an intake that pulls cool air from the bottom. The thermals are respectable. Under full load, the CPU stays around 70 degrees Celsius, and the GPU never exceeds 80 degrees Celsius. That's impressive for a machine that's thinner than some of its competitors. In real-world testing, the Strix G16 shines. I ran Cyberpunk 2077 with DLSS 4 enabled at ultra settings and hit an average of 75 FPS at 1080p, with peaks over 120 FPS. The frames were steady, and there were no stutter spikes. When I switched to Fortnite with the highest settings, the machine delivered a clean 200+ FPS, giving a real advantage in competitive play. For creative tasks, I loaded a 12-track, 48-bit audio session in Pro Tools. The 32GB of RAM and 1TB SSD kept everything running smoothly, with zero buffer underruns. The trade-offs are minimal. The battery life is typical of a high-end gaming laptop, roughly 3 to 4 hours under heavy gaming, more under light use. The chassis is not the lightest in the market, but it's a reasonable compromise for the power it delivers. The weight and thickness might feel heavy to some, but the solid build quality justifies it. The RGB lighting is optional and can be disabled to improve battery life. Pros and cons in a nutshell. Pros: 16-core Intel i7-14650 checks for raw CPU power, RTX 5050 with Blackwell architecture and DLSS 4 support, 16-inch 165Hz FHD plus display with anti-glare and 3 milliseconds response, 32 GB DDR5 RAM, and 1 TB NVMe SSD for speed and multitasking. Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5. 3. High-resolution audio, efficient cooling that keeps temperatures manageable, solid chassis, and good build quality. Cons: battery life is moderate, not exceptional too. 1 kg weight can be a bit hefty for frequent traveling. 165Hz display is not HDR, limiting high dynamic range content. RGB lighting is optional. Some users may prefer a cleaner look if we compare the Strix G16 to the likes of the Alienware X17, R2, or the Razer Blade 17. The Strix holds its own. The Alienware offers a more powerful GPU, but at the cost of a heavier chassis and a higher price point. The Blade 17 is thinner, but struggles with thermals and offers fewer ports. The Strix G16 sits in the middle, delivering strong performance, a great display, and a more balanced cooling solution at a competitive price. So where does that leave us? The ASUS ROG Strix G16 is a top-tier gaming laptop that delivers on its promises. It brings a 16-core Intel CPU, a capable RTX 5050 GPU, a high-refresh display, and solid build quality altogether. If you want a machine that can run AAA titles at high settings, stream, or even do creative work without breaking a sweat, this is the laptop for you. If you're looking for an ultra-light, ultra-portable gaming experience, you may need to look elsewhere. But for the majority of serious gamers and content creators, the Strix G16 offers the best blend of power, performance, and practicality. Ready to level up? Check out the ASUS ROG Strix G16 on your favorite retailer and experience the next generation of gaming laptops. If you're ready to dominate your favorite titles with smooth, buttery gameplay, this is the machine that will do it. Don't let an underpowered laptop hold you back. Step into the future with the ASUS ROG Strix G16.